What would you do if your kid threw a birthday party and nobody showed up? I was that kid. I only had one birthday party in my entire life. My parents tried really hard. They rented a room at the bowling alley, sent out cute invitations, ordered pizza, and made little bowling alley gift bags with cups shaped like pins and t-shirts. I didn't really have any friends at school, but I invited everyone in my class because I wanted to be nice, and my mom wanted me to have a great first birthday party. I had the youngest parents in school, and they were also the only parents in my class who were still together. My mom was the manager of a gas station, and my dad managed a garage. My parents weren't strict with me at all, but were very overprotective. I made straight A's and was the smartest kid in class. I was in the gifted program and had skipped a grade. I always came to school clean and dressed nicely. We were one of the poorest families in school, but my parents made sure nobody could tell. They showed up to all my school functions, clean and dressed well, and made a point of being involved in my school no matter what was going on at work. They were great, really. Nobody showed up. Apparently, all the parents got together and decided they didn't want their kids around me. My teacher, Miss Jackson, decided she didn't like the poor kid who was doing better in school than her little Colby. So she held a meeting at her house with all the other parents and convinced them they shouldn't let their kids come to my party. She made points on everything, ranging from my parents being alcoholics to me being a bully. My parents had never touched alcohol in their life, and I barely even spoke in class. She also said my mom was promiscuous and my dad had paid her. The claims were insane. Miss Jackson ruined mine and my parents' reputation over a birthday party because, I don't know, I was smart and poor. Because of what she said, nobody ended up showing up that day. It crushed me when nobody showed up. I cried for hours. I was so hurt, and it destroyed my parents. They were heartbroken for me, truly heartbroken. They did everything they could to make sure I had fun alone. They got a refund on most everything due to the circumstances and used that money to buy me a new pink Nintendo DS and some games. Here's the thing. If the kids didn't like me and didn't want to come, I would have been hurt, of course. I would have cried. But there's a big difference between a bunch of stupid 10-year-olds not showing up compared to a 40-year-old woman defaming a child and her parents to prevent anybody from going to said child's birthday. When my mother found out about this, she was not going to let it slide. I saw the anger and rage in her eyes and was preparing for the worst. On Monday morning, she slammed the doors to my school open, causing an echo through the hallway. All the kids and parents in the hallway went silent. She was grabbing my hand so tight that it was starting to hurt. When she entered the main office, she yelled louder than I had ever heard before. "Where the hell is Miss Jackson?" The principal came running out and came to a sudden stop when he saw the fury from my mother. My principal greeted my mom in a whisper. "Hello, miss. What seems to be the problem?" "The problem is that Miss Jackson is about to get her teeth knocked out." "Now, where is she?" I was beginning to grow worried. I had never seen my mom like this before. As sad as I was that nobody came to my party, my 10-year-old self didn't think this was necessary. I tugged her shirt and whispered in her ear, "Mommy, please don't make a scene, just talk to her." That helped. She took a deep breath and asked again to speak to Miss Jackson in the principal's office. I was told to sit directly outside of the room, so I did. I couldn't hear much, but I do remember my mother raising her voice and Miss Jackson constantly denying her accusations. My principal was beginning to side with Miss Jackson until my mom pulled out the receipts. According to other mothers, Miss Jackson had been privately messaging parents in my class to not go to my party. Her reasoning for it had to have been the dumbest thing I had ever heard. "Frankly, your son is annoying as hell. It's like having a young Sheldon in your class. He never shuts up." Miss Jackson was fired. My mom made her feel lower than dirt. I was homeschooled from then on. It may seem drastic to some that my mom did this over a birthday party, but honestly, it was the best decision she ever made for me. I thrived at home alone. I ended up graduating college with a master's degree. Most of the kids I went to school with are in jail or dead from overdoses now. A few of the parents, including Miss Jackson, ended up in jail for credit card theft and drug possession. Maybe my poor, uncivilized parents weren't so bad after all. I love my mom and dad, and I'm so grateful for them.